What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. And yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up, all right? Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video and make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what do my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we're going to talk about business funding. Yes, new small startup business funding, new small startup business loans. A lot of people want to figure out how to get in the credit game. A lot of people want to figure out how to get in the credit world. A lot of people believe that these banks are not giving out funding to new small startup businesses, which that's all a myth. These banks is giving out the bag. It's just about the information and documentation that you provide to the banks, which will determine if you will be approved or not for the funding or loans that you're trying to apply for or try to get. So when it comes to new small startup businesses, when it comes to business funding, it starts with credit and business structure. You have to have a properly structured business to be able to get any type of funding. And a lot of people don't have properly structured business. A lot of people try to skip steps. A lot of people try to half-ass things. A lot of people try to do things quick, fast, and think they're going to get approved and then get mad when they don't get approved. Like, that makes no sense. So you got to understand credit. You got to understand how to build credit, personal and business credit, because all of these things matter. So a lot of people start businesses with good ideas, meaning that they see a lot of people on social media doing a lot of different things, and they say, hey, I can do that. Hey, I know where to get that. Hey, I know where to do this and do that. And they say, I'm going to do that exact same thing. So they jump up and get their LLC and their EIN number and their business bank account, and then they stop right there because now they see that it actually costs a couple of dollars to actually structure a legit business. You got to get a business email. You got to get a business address. You got to get a business number. You got to get your business registered with the public records through the Better Business Bureau. And all those things cost, and you have to pay on those monthly, because not more than likely you don't have a established place of business, so you have to get a virtual address that you got to pay on each month. A lot of people use their cell phone numbers on their LLCs. That's already wrong. You need an actual business. You need an actual number that's not connected to you. So you need a new number that's for that business. You need a business email, not a Yahoo or a Google email. You need a John Smith at Cleaning, a John Smith at Master Cuts. Like, you need a real legit business email. And a lot of people try to skip those steps, got a Google business email and do all. No, you need a real business email. So then you have to get your business registered through the public records, through the Better Business Bureau. So when these banks go to search your business to see if it pops up as an actual business, and it does, then you'll be good because it's registered through the public records, and now it's popping up when the business search. So a lot of people don't understand those simple steps right there. And once they get to those steps and they see what all they have to do, they put that business on the halt because they're not even making enough money to do that. So that's one reason why a lot of people don't get funding or get established with businesses, because they think it's just free and easy. Everybody think everything is just free or cheap and easy. No, you got to put in some work sometimes to get where you need to get. So credit. First of all, personal credit. A lot of people utilize their personal credit towards their business credit to start getting funded when they first establish their business credit. And that's by them understanding personal credit, because you can leverage your personal credit as a personal guarantor. So personal credit is basically managed off the different accounts that you have and the payment history that you've been making on those accounts. Your payment history is based off of 35%. 35% of your credit establishment is based off 35% of your payment history. And a lot of people don't understand how trade lines work. A lot of people don't understand how credit bureaus work. A lot of people don't understand credit. They just go off what they hear on social media and TV, and they believe that that's what it is, and it's not. A lot of people are under the impression that you're supposed to be debt free. That's the American dream. That's the way to be, which you're not. You need debt on your credit profile to show that you can manage money, because if you can't show that you can manage money, why would anybody lend you any money? So a lot of people have debt on their personal credit profiles, and that debt is your primary trade lines, because a lot of people believe that you can buy primary trade lines, and you can't. You can buy AU accounts, which is authorized user accounts, which are credit card accounts, but you can't buy primary trade lines like auto loans, mortgage loans, things like that. You can't do that. And a lot of people buy these trade line packages and they complain about them falling off in 1 to 3 months, not understanding that these are not credit bidder trade lines. These are not meant to stay on your credit report. They're not going to stay on your credit report. These are just trade lines to make your credit profile look good at the time that you're trying to get approved for some type of major loan, credit card, mortgage loan, or things like that. So then they spend all this money getting all their debt disputed and deleted off their credit profile, got zero debt, got paid all this money for these trade lines, and now they falling off and they still in the same position. Going to these fake credit gurus that's just trying to get some money, not really understanding credit. When you disputing your credit, your debt, all your debt off your credit profile is the worst thing that you can do, because you need that debt. The best thing that you can do is start paying those trade lines off, those accounts off, because now it's going to start reporting back to your credit profile as good payment history. You're going to keep the age, the payment history, and the debt, and you're going to start getting good payment history towards those trade lines, which is going to report to your credit profile, and it's going to start rebuilding your credit scores. At the same time, adding credit builder loans from these banks and different places like Credit Strong, Self, the Avas, the Kickoffs, to offer credit builder programs and loans and funding. You got payday loans that offer same day funding. You got a lot of secured credit cards and loans. We all know the credit card game. You get credit cards, you don't use them, so each month it'll report to your credit report as paid off, as you're paying it off. Those type of things right there is how you actually properly structure your credit profile and start rebuilding. And once you make X amount of payments on those accounts, you'll get an X amount of points, which will go towards your credit bureaus, and it'll start building over time. Now that you get to a certain you don't need a 700 credit score, a 750 credit score to start utilizing your personal credit as a personal guarantor on your business. 680, you're good. So once you get that 680, you're out of bad credit. Now you can utilize that towards your business. So now that you actually have a business, you're actually generating some type of revenue. You got your business, account, personal, not personal, but checking and savings account. Now you gotta get your Dun and Bradstreet. It's just like Experian. It's gonna help you manage and track your business credit scores, because you have multiple. So Dun and Bradstreet will allow you to do that. Then you're gonna get your first business credit builder trade line account, which is gonna be NAV. Then after you get your NAV business credit builder trade line, you're gonna go to creditstrong.com and get their business credit trade lines, because though that trade line on Credit Strong for Business will build and establish all your business credit scores except for your paydex score. Now to establish your paydex score, you're going to need to get net 30s, and you can easily type in net 30s, and net 30s are basically equipment finance and accounts that you can get and finance equipment and pay it off within 30 days. And the more that you get, the more that it'll go towards your paydex score and help you get that 80 paydex score that you need to be basically in good standing and good liability for funding on the business side. And also getting secured loans and credit cards. You got cash, get a secure loan against it. You got cash, get a secure loan against a secured credit card. Because we know you get a secured, let's say you got $50,000 cash, you get a $50,000 secured loan, it's going to report to your business credit profile as a $50,000 loan. And all you're going to be doing is paying the interest on it, and the interest is not going to be high. And once you pay off the interest, it's going to report as a paid off business loan on your credit profile. You're going to start getting perks and offers from different banks, different lenders, different places, which is going to help you establish your business credit profile and to help you start getting business credit funding with a 680 credit score with a new small startup business. So there are a lot of places that are helping people get new business loans, new startup business loans. And the place that we're going to be talking about today is Coastal Capital Group, small business loans, simple, fast, and flexible. All right. So no restrictions for industry or credit profiles. Get $5,000 to $1 million in as little as 24-hour terms from 3 to 60 months with monthly, weekly, and daily payment options. So they offer 3 program options to meet the needs of any business. So they got the Premier program for stronger credit. So good credit, 2 years in business, good financials, low risk industries, make at least $20,000 in monthly revenue. So $25,000 to $500,000 term loans and revolving lines of credit, 12 to 60 months, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly payments. Funding is typically 1 to 2 days. Then they have the Coastal Fast Fund, the most moderate credit, our most popular program. All right, BC tier credit levels, 6 months minimum in business, small tax liens, okay, $10,000 in monthly minimum monthly revenue, must have business bank account, no personal or third party fintech accounts, no cash app or nothing like that. So you get between $5,000 $1 million for up to 36 months with monthly, weekly, and daily fixed payments according to risk levels. Funding is typically within 24 hours. And then they got the Lifesaver program for challenge credit, for bad credit. So severe credit issues, 3 months minimum time in business, higher tax liens, higher risk industries, $8,000 a monthly minimum revenue, must have a business account, no personal or third party fintech accounts. And you get from $3,000 to $250,000 in as little as 24 hours with emphasis on business cash flow off credit. Funding in as little as 24 hours. So they're helping businesses out here get the funding that they need to succeed without going to traditional banks. No credit score restrictions, no industry restrictions, no collateral required, no broker free fees, no cost, no application. Sophisticated businesses consultants, simple 5-minute application. All right, so programs for all credit levels, trust businesses loans with fixed interest and fixed payments, not merchant cash advance, no upfront costs or prepayment penalties. Loan funds could be used for any business purposes. Simple online application. All right, so make sure you guys are checking out Coastal Capital Group because they are helping new small startup businesses get the funds to help them succeed, invest, and be more blessed. All right, so make sure you guys are taking this information and running with it because this is the information that the rich is using to get funding and get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit with businesses. And we all know that the trust fund and bankruptcy game. So make sure you guys are really getting to your bag. Make sure you guys are really ready to start getting funding, structuring your businesses the right way, and become more successful in the entrepreneur world. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping this sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for $600. Yes, $600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all booking your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats, $250. Ask me and get help with anything that y'all want to get help with. So I'm in a class-like setting, so don't miss out on this opportunity. Make sure you guys book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person, limited gems, $3,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money be in person. Make sure y'all booking your seat on a month-long mentorship, $1,000 first 10 people, $500 in the free load. Don't miss out on that. 30 days. Let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell. All my YouTube channels, Twitches, IGs, TikToks. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.